Good morning, welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. So I spent a day between episodes running around all the houses, getting a radio with the automated emergency broadcast signal, and then just spent a day reading. We fully read the electrical book, and I also already dismantled all the watches we collected, so we're like a third of the way there, and started reading the mechanics book. And the main reason why we're back in here is because just in the 8 a.m. radio broadcast, we had our good old friend telling us air activity detected. So we're gonna have a visitor from the sky today. Now, there's not much we can do in this situation, right? Like normally when I get air activity in any other run, I'm a big proponent of taking the car, driving out of town, away from your base, sitting somewhere in the middle of nowhere and just waiting for it all to blow over. We don't have that luxury here. We're in the middle of Louisville. So we're gonna drop some stuff, a couple spare weapons, a little bit of food, make sure we have water on us, and then we're just gonna probably sit inside and read and wait for the helicopter to pass, and then have a careful look outside to see what happens. Now, I did go into detail a little bit what the helicopter actually does. You know, it's just a big sound source that's going to be somewhere within if we're staying inside, it's going to be somewhere within 100 tiles of our position. So, if we take a quick look at the map, 100 tiles is pretty long. Could be somewhere here over the water, could be somewhere up here, could be out here, could be somewhere over there, which, you know, would even draw zombies away from us. Fantastic. But it's random, right? It might as well just be on top of us. I also think there's, if I understand it correctly, it like simulates, like, it takes 2 points within this radius and simulates the helicopter flying from A to B or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, there's really not much to do. Now, while it has no impact on the helicopter, so the helicopter sees you through the windows or any of that nonsense that some people say, I'm just closing that in case if zombies get drawn in, that they're not immediately drawn into me if they see me through the windows, because I'm just gonna leave the TV on Live and Living. Oh, I even get the good late showing of the cook show. Wonderful. And we read some more of the mechanics book, which we're actually almost done with. Okay. Let's get a fresh book. Guess we could get all the magazines out of the way, but nah. Metalworking, yes. So I did mention in the last episode, I think, that hey, I want to get into blacksmithing so we can build our own axes and stuff. There's one problem with that though. If we want to build the advanced furnace, advanced forge, we need bellows, and in order to make bellows, we need medium leather. And unless there's a herd of deer in the middle of Louisville, getting any animal skin to make leather is gonna be a little bit tricky. So we'll have to see about that. It's possible that meat cleavers can be made with the regular bellows. Ah, helicopter started at 12. Or rather the regular forge, not the advanced forge. So maybe we'd be good with that. 200 out of 300 on the woodcraft XP. Actually, just come on, turn this off, and we'll see. that it? We really just have a single hour helicopter there? It's peaceful out there. What's the south? Well, maybe zombie apocalypse is over. We won. We can come out of hiding. Nothing to fear. This is eerie. Not seeing a single zombie anywhere in any direction. Alright, I'm gonna... No, I don't think we have any urgent stuff. I guess getting the gas station, but no, I want to probably do the whole looting stuff. So tomorrow, because you know it's already past 4. You can't start new projects past 4 p.m. That's common knowledge. Tomorrow we're gonna go through a little bit through the neighborhood here, and I'll show you how I'm gonna handle that. For now, a foraging XP, nice. Yeah, let me just put a cut, and I'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning. It is a fresh start of the day. We're just catching the tail end of the cook show here. See you all tomorrow. Thank you very much. So, I cleaned up. Actually, I should really clean up fully, as in terms of just leave everything behind. Just keep storage space here in the 2 duffel bags. So, before we do anything here, though, let's ditch this one. And I want to do just one quick tour to the entrance, just to see if any stragglers wandered in. Like that guy. And this guy here. Still using the fireplace poker. I want to keep the hatchet probably mostly for chopping down trees for now, until we get any sort of other weaponry going. Should probably do at some point do some foraging, try to find some chipped stones, make some stone axes. That's gonna be our go-to for the time being until we get to the kitchen knife factory. Looks on. We're getting. I think like this bear headdress. I already stripped down my tank top and t-shirt. Not that bear headdress is just, yeah, so much insulation, wind resistance. Might not be feasible to run around with that much longer because of the heat. Oh, it does have style, you know, you gotta give it that. Alright, in terms of urgencies, like at this point the only thing threatening us is, of course, we have repeated helicopters, so every like 7 to 10 days or so we gotta be ready to have another one of those. So I should probably, I still don't have a pencil. Okay, make a note of when the helicopter was around. The other thing is that, of course, the power will go out at some point in the first 30 days and the water will go out at some point in the first 30 days. Now, I'm not too worried about the water. We have, what, 12 houses here? all with multiple sinks, bathtubs, toilets with plenty of water in it, so that's not going to be a problem. What I intend to do here now is literally empty out everything, every container. I don't care. We're not making any decisions on the items here. We're just grabbing everything from all the containers in the house, or that might be on any surfaces. And we're gonna throw it all probably then in each house into the garage. And one big loot pile on the ground. And then based on that, we can then make the decision what we actually bring back home. And we might even, if we still have some zombies around, get any clothing that we can rip up. And also get that in there. Are we gonna have a bunch of useless junk then sitting on the ground there? Absolutely. I've never done it this way. I just thought, hey, maybe that's an idea, so we don't have to, you know, keep track of what we got and what we don't have and what we might still need. It's like, I don't have to go back into a house and think, hey, I saw this one item there, let's see if I can still find it. Every house will have all their items just laid out in the open. Now, we might, of course, bring any perishable food to safety, which is, you know, just eat it right away. Well, I think this is, in terms of having any sort of organization, probably the best. I'll leave that on the shelves. It's fine. You know, we might also, yeah, just put it on the shelves, so it's not an ugly mess on the ground. Although we might want to grab these shelves for our own place. Bring the cooler over. And even something like that scrap metal there might be something we wanna save. Like, we don't have the luxury that we had in the other playthrough, where we could just drive anywhere on the map if we were missing an item, right? We're very... Well, there is a lot of supplies in Louisville. Getting them is not quite that easy. Not quite that easy. Oh, it's a foggy day. Wonderful. Perfect day to do such a thing here. Eat this. Alright, and yeah, I think I'll keep doing this. It's not the most exciting thing, so I will probably do some cuts here and tell you about the progress and how much I like or hate what I'm doing here. And I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so we're done with the first house. It's a little bit of a mess. I also went ahead and looted all the clothing from the zombies nearby, so we got a big pile of clothes that we can work on once we do a little bit tailoring, I guess. One thing we can do here, though, now that everything from the house is in these shelves, I can actually go here and also dismantle all the stuff. Just show me dismantleable. I wish it wouldn't, you know, when you have no more items, that it just scrolls to the bottom. It's like, who's that helping? Why would that ever be useful? Ah, so we got this. Can go in here for now. It's also probably reason to disassemble the radio here. Okay, and that's one house done. That took longer than I like to admit. I still think I'm gonna stick to it. Also, good timing on getting the clothes from the zombies. Looks like we just getting into the zombie despawn timer here. Alright, well, I'm gonna continue this, and I guess I'll get you back in with some further updates later down the road. Well, it's the second day of me going through all the houses, and I'm just in the survivor house that we cleared, and I'm just looking at this shelf, and I'm like, oh, there's another bag here, golf bag, which I think has the same stats as a duffel bag, right, in terms of carrying capacity. So I was hovering over it to equip it, and then I see, oh, that thing has items inside. How did I not see that? Alright, and so if you go equip this secondary, the machete, a almost full condition firefighter axe, and some baseball bats. That is, yeah, and that machete that is just needs a whetstone and then it's full condition. That's pretty good. That's yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so it's 13/12. So it's pretty full. Yeah, lessons so far. It takes a long time to do it this thoroughly. I get like, let's say 3 houses in a day. It's about what we can get done here. But I think long term, having all that crap from the houses in one spot would be quite nice. Now there's of course a lot of like I'm picking up literally everything. I'm just going from shelf to shelf and click on take all. So there's a lot of literal trash items. So the next step would probably be take a trash can, go to each loot pile that we created, and then just, you know, delete every item that is not useful. And I think a more, you know, guided looting is probably gonna give you better results. But for now, I'm quite happy with this. I will actually grab some of the stuff from the survivor house pile here and bring it over to our base. Yeah, that carving book. Grab another hammer or two. That's been kind of what I've also been doing, you know, not just putting it all on one big pile, but also then looking, okay, anything of this I need immediately, let's take that over to our base. Not the worst. Probably worth having a pipe wrench. Pottery box. More recipes. The rest can stay here for now. The trapping book. Yeah, so we have these piles, either piles or if there's a shelf, nice shelf full of stuff in each of these garages here. And most of the corpses have started to disappear, so this is going to be a very cozy neighborhood in the not too distant future. Talking about piles in the ground, I think we're just going to make an unloading pile here. Excited about using that axe. So yeah, that's just the quick update from my side. We do have 4 rubber ducks guarding our piano, so that's great. And a little bit of food here and there. I'm starting to kinda, you know, as I know, let's put all the electrical stuff in here, so we have a little bit of a system starting to go. I probably want some more of these metal shelves for storage. And hey, maybe even making a trip to the unloading bay area and getting some of the wooden storage boxes might not be the worst. Now it is day 9 now, so that also means TV shows are over. I didn't quite catch, I must have missed one carpentry show, so we're not quite level 3, that's fine, same thing with cooking. It's gonna be easy to get. We have that one Carzone tape, so I should watch that at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Let me do one more house today, and maybe tomorrow we'll do a little trip towards the gas station to have a little bit more progress here in this episode. I'll see you in the morning. We got the next morning. Managed to finish off one more house last night here. So we're up to this row of houses. So it's really just the last 4 houses, you know, not that bad. Manageable, manageable. But yeah, let's see if we can secure that gas station that's over here. Now, how do we want to approach that? I think going around just to avoid getting too close to this residential houses, it's just not going to work long term. So let's just, you know, face these issues and see what that new fire axe. Ooh, that new fire axe is here. Oh, okay. Four attacks with the fire axe, 4 one-shots. And I jinxed it. There's a couple zombies here, a couple over there. This is not as you know, after 5 days of basically not fighting zombies, this is definitely a change of pace here. Much as I like that fire axe, gotta be very careful with endurance. Like, even with our athletic fitness 9. Yeah, you know what? We're wasting energy by fighting panicked. Panic is a damage reduction. So let's use the beta blockers. We have plenty of those. Well, we have two pill bottles. Yeah, immediately much better. Do have a knife with me. We might take advantage of the new zombies attack fences mechanic. Doing a little bit of this. Sure, nobody's actually figuring out how to get to me. All these fences everywhere around, we're going to be constantly stressed out from that. And it's a very annoying part of that new mechanic, I gotta say. I'm not sure why I should be stressed out by zombies attacking fences halfway across the road. Like, all the things I don't care about. Those zombies are on the top of that list. That's not what I want to see. Especially not with sprinters in the equation. We want to have always the breath to run away. The situation demands it. I'm just gonna sit here next to our car. Little rest. There's like, I want to say 8 zombies under that roof, and we don't see much else right now. One other thing I kind of want to do today, if we find the time, is go back into the shipping area, grab a few of those wooden crates, and rescue all the potatoes. It's going to be useful in terms of having a little bit more of a fresh food supply here. Zombies coming out of the house. That's not what I want to see normally. Like, you never know if there's like 2 zombies in that house or 20. I'm thinking, come around here. Keeping the car nearby and keeping it running. Worst case, I can jump into that and be out in a heartbeat. You're running, that's good. Keep it slow. We did reach with the stuff we found in the other houses, electrical level 1. That being said, I will continue to dismantle stuff. We learn stuff there, what, from dismantling? Interesting. Maybe the new, you can learn something from looking at an items thing. Automatically triggers when you disassemble that item? I don't know how it works. Are you on my side? Are you on the other side? This guy looks like he's on my side. No? Strain from knifing. This is a little bit, gotta say, I'm not a fan of the new mechanic if it's hard to make out which side the zombies are on. Any second now, okay. Alright. I mean, we're here, we might as well check out this building. Really? That was fresh when I took it out of the fridge this morning. We don't have a looted building here with all the stuff on the floor, or what's happening here? Heavy duty muffler. Performance muffler, that is. Yeah, bunch of vehicle stuff. A bit of a dispatch thingamabob here. So radios. Decent computers. Yeah, if we want to do some little bit more electrical leveling, we can do it here. It just takes a long time to disassemble those. So this is a we might do this later kind of thing. Cookie. We'll have cookie. You just rooftop access. Assuming this is like a bathroom or something, yeah. Okay, this is all pretty straightforward. Quickly read a whole paperback book just to get rid of my stress. Cool. Oh, hello. Random masonry truck. Okay, so we know that the mason's chisel, I think, is and the trowel are kind of important things. And I'm also fairly certain the club hammer can be used for something. Is it worth getting my gas can? No. It's probably not worth just because there's a gas station across the road. That's the whole reason why we're here. Why not you here? Get on the fence. There we go. Who's a good girl? You both are. Going. Okay, smooth so far. On that note, quick sharpening of our axe. Oh, that's the hunting knife. Quick sharpening of our axe. I didn't see you there. For some reason, gas stations to me always scream house alarm. That might just be, you know, a confirmation bias or something like that. Maybe there's actually a higher chance for house alarm on these. I have no idea. Not in the best condition. Like, oh no, charger. Okay, we'll take that. The lug wrench, really over encumbered. I guess all the electrical stuff. $154. That's the T on that trailer. Bring that with us. Alright, here we go. No, it's closed. It's open. Nola. First things first. Any scratch tickets? Okay, two losers. This one. I've got a feeling. This gotta be it. Food here, we're kind of a little bit encumbered, aren't we? Town map. Not the book for my car here. Do we have a light switch? I'm gonna up from there. I guess this is gonna be the storage room. Yeah, it's not necessarily worth it. Okay, let's see if we can get our car over here. Yeah, a little bit on the overweight side. So no ice cream for me just now. We might take that with us though. Yeah, I think we're gonna fuel up, hook up the trailer, and then probably loot the whole station, and then drive by the potato place, potato palace. Left side. Not sure it's in the back anyway, right? Really, I'm going crazy here. Do you know where to fuel up the CUDA? Sir, can you help me? No? That was just a little bit too far off to the side. Now, I really wonder, since it's like in the back, in the middle, if it doesn't matter which side I'm actually on. I even wonder if I can just drive up with the back of my car. Let's get some of that stuff all in here. Now, how do we want to do this? Can I hook you up this way? Lamppost is a little bit in the way to make it less awkward. Okay, that's now pushing it this way around. Okay, let's come around this way. Who even parks a trailer like that? It's... Don't mind the sound. That's the sound of yes, it worked. Screw that lettuce. We could, you know, cook it or whatever. No, we're just gonna leave it like that. Give me everything that is not a drink. Will that come? We've got plenty of wrenches. Taking that tarp, taking that light bulb, that other tarp. They're just here. Oh no, that was not a window break-in, that was just... He's smacking the fence line. That's... Successful couple of days here. Probably the big brother of this little trailer. Couple zombies that moved into this area. I guess technically we have standard apocalypse population settings. That means population peak is on day 28, so we might have zombies still spawning into areas if we're not in these areas, so anything we've cleared might not be clear anymore. Oh, there's a big train over there. Okay. Yeah, so get some potatoes. that they're all in these separate produce boxes. Not at all a little bit annoying. Now we got potatoes for days. I think I want to grab all these boxes. Maybe all 6 at a time. Well, that's all great. Get a couple more boxes and then the remaining potatoes from in there. Could also use our access to smash open the other traders, which I'm kinda inclined to do, at least on one of them. Let's do that first here. Now I want to see the other one. I don't just want to be a little disappointed, I want to be fully disappointed. Well, I'm gonna grab the potatoes and yeah, drive back to base and then figure out a plan for the next few days. We've got fuel basically secured. I mean, we still need to eventually put a generator in there, so you can hook that up once the power is out. But other than that, we can actually start working on some skills. Work on carpentry, maybe do some foraging on our road. So many potatoes. We've got potatoes for days, for weeks. Alright, I'm gonna put a cut in here, get the remaining potatoes, and drive back to base. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.